Hey guys, it's Crafty Allison, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make my very own original bracelet, and I'm calling this the Arrow Stripe bracelet. And sooner or later into the video, when you see the way the bands are placed, you'll know why I called it the Arrow Stripe. I'll just tell you why I called it this Arrow Stripe, because there's just this really bright stripe in the middle. And the way the bands are placed, it's just placed in an arrow formation, but you'll see that later on in the video. And yeah, I don't have much to say except this is my very first original design that I made, so I'm really proud of it. And as you can tell, you can make it with either 3 colors or 2 colors. I like it better with 3 colors, which it stands out more in this bracelet, this is the bracelet that I'll show you guys how to make in this tutorial. And as you can see at the end here, these are actually arrow bands, but you can actually change them to the side bands color because I think it'll look better, but I personally don't really care. But yeah, I'll talk about that later on in the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. So what you are going to need is a loom, and I'm using the official Rainbow Loom by Tunes Design. You will also need a hook. I'm using a metal tipped hook, also by Tunes Design. Next, you will also need 3 different colored bands, or 2 depending on which bracelet you would like to make. I'm going to be making this one, which has 3 different colors, and you can also use 2 colors, which will look like this. So you will need 12 middle stripe bands, which are going to be the bands in the middle here. And you will also need a cap band, so I just decided to use the middle stripe band. Next, you will also need 22 side bands, which are these bands on the side here. Lastly, you will need 24 arrow bands, which are the bands in the middle here, which on this bracelet is these orange bands. And I know it's hard to tell from the middle stripe bands and the arrow bands because they're orange and yellow, but I promise you they're different colors. So let's just get on into the tutorial. So you just want to start out with your arrows pointing up, and make sure that your loom looks like this. So first you want to start out with your middle stripe bands. So I'm just going to start from the bottom, and you're just going to go up. So keep placing your bands up in the middle. So I don't really know how to explain, but just do what you see on the screen as I'm doing right now. So as you can see, I'm just placing bands in the middle, and I'm just placing one going up. So you should go to the very top, and this is what you should have. Next, you are just going to start out with your arrow bands. So just take 2 arrow bands, start from the very bottom, and you're just going to go out to the left and then out to the right, like so. And if you need to, I would recommend to push down these bands so that you have space to put on your other bands. And now you're going to use your side bands. You're just going to start at the end here and go up. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. That's what you should have. Now you're going to go back to your arrow bands and then start at the next peg in the middle. And you're going to do the same as you did over here. So you're just going to go out to the left and then out to the right. And now you're going to repeat the same step that you did with your side bands previously. So you're just going to go up here and then up here. So I know I'm really bad at explaining, but I hope that you can kind of get the gist of it. So you're just going to go back and forth between your arrow bands and your side bands. Once you have reached the top over here, you're just going to repeat the same step again. So once you have finished your arrows, you're going to do your side bands and go up like that. And then you're going to use your last two arrow bands, and you're just going to finish off an arrow here. So left and then right. And of course you cannot put any more side bands. So you're just going to leave it like that. Now you're going to turn your loom around, and you're going to take your 13th middle stripe band, which you're going to use as your cap band, and of course you can use any other color, but I just decided to use my middle stripe band because I will also be using this for the extension. And then you're just going to cap it on the end in the middle pin here. Now we're going to start the actual looming. So you're going to reach into your cap band, and you're just going to pull out this band. There's only one band, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. You're going to hook it forward. And I forgot to mention, you should probably also push down your bands because you need space to loom it, because from previous experience, it was kind of hard to loom it over because there was just too many bands on the top. So make sure to push down all of your bands so you have enough room. And of course you don't need to do this, but I just prefer doing that, so yeah. So once you've done that, now this is just going to apply for this first arrow over here. You're just going to reach into this band, into this pin, and then you're going to pull out the top band, which is the top arrow band, which goes to the left, and then you're going to reach in again and reach your top arrow band and then hook that to the right. So hopefully you got what I meant, but you could just see what I'm doing here. Sorry, I just knocked the camera basically. So yeah, this only apply, you're only going to hook out for this first part. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, but it's kind of too late now, I don't know. But if you I noticed that when I made this bracelet that these last two arrow bands were actually these arrow bands, and it looks like you could just basically use those two bands as these side bands. So if you would like, you can change that to your side band color, which are these bands right here. But I don't know, I don't really care about that part, so yeah. So after you have hooked your arrow bands, now this is now I'm going to do something different because this only applies to this first arrow here. So you're going to reach in to this left pin. You're going to hook this band forward. You're going to do the same to the other side. So reach into this pin and then hook that band forward. Whoops. I'm just going to hook that back on. So you should hook those two forward. Now you're not going to hook in this one first. First you're going to hook in your arrow band. So you're going to hook your arrow bands inwards to the middle pin. So as you can tell, I did not hook this one in and then hook those ones outwards. I hooked it inwards. So then you're going to reach into this middle pin, going to hook this one forwards. Now you're going to repeat that process for the rest of the bracelet. So hook the two side bands, hook in the two arrow bands, and then hook this middle band forward. So hopefully you guys get the gist of it, but I'm just going to say it one more time. So you're going to hook the two side bands forward, hook in the two arrow bands, whoops, sorry, just knocked the camera, and then you're going to hook this middle band forward. So now I'm not going to really talk the rest of the way because I'm just going to finish up this bracelet, but if you don't understand, then you could just rewind this video. So now you have reached the end, and I'm just going to do this last part with you again. So you're going to hook the 2 side bands forward. Sorry, I realize now that I'm blocking the camera, but I don't really know where it is. Okay. So you're going to hook the 2 side bands forward, and you're going to hook the 2 arrow bands inwards, and you're going to hook the last middle band forward. So now there's a lot of bands here, so you want to make sure that they don't like come off when you pull them off. So you're just going to put your hook through all of those bands. You're going to take your extension band, which I'm using my middle straight band. So you're just going to take another one and then slip it through all those bands and then hook it back on your hook like that. Now you can remove your bracelet off your loom. So this is what your bracelet should look like, and I love how it turned out. And as you can tell, what I was explaining earlier was that these bands over here, they look like they can follow into the side band, so you can change those colors. The very last arrow, you can change those colors to your side bands if you would like, so that it would match, but I personally do not care. So yeah, I think it still looks really good. So now you can just make your extension, which is pretty simple. What I do, I just usually do it by hand. So I would probably do 5 bands for this bracelet. I don't think you need that much. And this is the complete bracelet, and this is how it looks on my wrist. So I'll just show you guys if you guys were wondering. So this is how it looks, and I actually really like the end result of it. And don't forget to like this tutorial if you guys liked it. And I'll definitely try and make some more original designs. It's the very first original design I ever made, so I'm really proud. And if anybody else has already made it, please let me know in the comments below, so that, because like I don't want to copy anybody, but I haven't seen this bracelet around yet. So yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!